If you are doing the same habits that are keeping you where you are now and you're bringing it into the new year, you are not going to have a new year. You are going to have the same year. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Her Glow Season. I actually love that I have brought the mic back, okay? It's been a minute since I actually sat down and talked to you guys. If you read the title of the title of this video is going to be all about how to make 2025 your best year yet. How are you? First of all, how is y'all 2025 going? I mean, I know we just started, but like, as your mindset coach, I have to make sure that you guys are on top of things, okay? Like, I know we got our New Year's resolutions in, and then we got our journals, our vision boards, but are y'all staying accountable? I really hope that you guys are making sure that you guys are staying accountable, okay? Because we are not missing a beat this year. We are making sure that we show up for ourselves and that we actually carry out what we want to do, which means we're putting in that work ethic and everything like that. I don't know if you guys have checked out my previous podcast episode, but I did put out a motivation all year 2025. Just something that I want to give my community to listen to. That way you could just make sure you listen to something like that was going to really whip you into shape. Make sure you're really on focus and on track. So definitely, if you have not listened to it, check it out. It was the previous episode before this one. Getting back into the topic of today. Today's episode is all about how to make 2025 your best year yet. I don't know. I feel like 2024 for me, honestly, was just a foundation of a lot of things. And now I'm just building on the foundation that I started. So I don't know how your 2024 went, but please let me know down in the comments how your 2024 went. Was it good? Was it bad? How life is going for you guys and what your goals and plans are for 2025. For 2025, it is time to be loud and bold in whatever you are doing. And this video is definitely for the person who feels like she has not been as disciplined in the past, or feel timid or shy about what you're doing. Like, maybe you're starting your content creation journey, or maybe you've been trying to start your Instagram, whatever business that you're starting. This is for the person who kind of just have been dimming her light. I do want to encourage you to definitely not let your light dim this year. I definitely want to encourage you to let your light shine and brighten it up. If you have been hiding in the bushes, if you have been just basically watching everybody else, it's time to start watching other people. This year is not all about consumption. It's about actionable steps. It's about actioning out what your goals are and what you want to do. Because I do know, like, it can get addicting when you actually find like something motivational on Instagram, because Instagram got a lot of motivational stuff, YouTube as well. But sometimes we be spending hours and hours and hours watching the same, or if not a different or the same. Sometimes we can just be watching motivational content all day, or watching other people's content all day, but we're not actioning out our own content or our own goals, vision, plan, whatever, and things like that. Make 2025 a year of purpose for you, a year that you're walking in your purpose, and that whatever that God placed inside your heart, that you're doing it unshameful, you're doing it loudly, boldly, and everything like that. We want to make God proud and use our gifts. So use your gift this year, sis. Use your gift and make yourself proud. Make your future self proud. That way you can look it down at yourself like, yeah, I did that. Oh, I think I'm starting out this video juicy. I don't know. I just gave y'all a little coaching tip, okay? Y'all better get to it. I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all better get into it. Before you do anything, we have to make sure that your vision is intact. I know earlier I was talking about how, like, if whatever goals that you have, let's start with have you even written a goal this year? I do know we have our New Year's resolutions and things like that, but did you actually write it down and write out the dates that you're going to complete them? If not, I definitely want you to grab a pen and paper and write down whatever your goals are, and write out whatever the due date that you have and set in motion that you want to complete these goals, because when you write a date next to your goals, it really makes it more realistic. So when you put a deadline on something, oh baby, it's real. So definitely the first step is to get your vision in check. Make sure you get your vision in check and make sure you actually write out what do you want 2025 to do for you. What do you want to accomplish in this year? I definitely believe in manifesting. I definitely believe in very extremely detailed in your vision, because if you're detailed, you have a clear idea of where you're going. It's your roadmap. So after you have your vision, you want to go ahead and create a clear plan on how you're going to action these steps out. And also I also want to let you guys know, when you're trying to action out your goals, it's best to approach the goal in pieces. When you approach the goal in pieces, it's less stressful. You don't get as scared about it, because I know when in the past, when I used to think about my goals, I would think about the whole goal in its entirety. You know how you're driving and there's a destination? Instead of thinking about the destination and thinking about it in a broad sense of that, you need to get there, if you just think about each stopping point that you pass that it takes to get there, then the driving portion of it is a little bit better. And make little goals inside your big goals, so that way it doesn't really stress you out as much. So that is my advice and that is my tip, and that's what I personally use, because it definitely does help me when I think things in little small increments and things like that. Another thing I want to advise you, if you want to make 2025 your best year yet, if you really want to give it your all, and you really want things to work out for you this year, you have to focus on consistency rather than perfection. Focus on repetition. We'll focus on that rather than perfection. It does not have to be perfect for you to launch that business. It does not have to be perfect for you to get on your content creation journey. It does not have to be perfect, or you don't have to have the perfect setup. It just does not have to be perfect in whatever that you're trying to achieve, long as you start and just be consistent. So this year is all about being consistent, because if we keep showing up and keep showing up for ourselves on a consistent basis, eventually we will have the fruit of that labor. I know I probably used this example before, but it really is like, when it comes to like your dreams, think of it like a plant. And you just got the seed. Like, the seed is your goal, right? And then you put it in the soil. So you have to nurture it. You have to keep watering it. You have to put it in the sunlight and everything like that. And then for a couple of days, you don't even see a sprout yet, You don't see the sprouting of the seed yet. And you're just like, okay, But you have faith that it will sprout out above the soil. So you keep watering it. So that's how I kind of want you to approach your goals, right? Because when you keep watering it, eventually it pops up. And then you're just excited, because you're just like, been putting all this work in. I haven't seen the results yet, but now finally I see the results. That's how your goal is going to be. That's how it's going to be when you keep showing up each and every day, despite the fact that you don't see anything yet. So yes, when you start your goal, you probably won't see anything. You probably won't get any activity or whatever. But if you keep showing up each and every day with your marketing strategy, with your video uploads, or with your, maybe you're starting a podcast this year. If you keep uploading videos, if you keep uploading audios, eventually your audience is going to grow. Eventually people are going to be buying for your business. People are going to have the book that you're writing. People are eventually going to gravitate to what you're doing in the long run. So definitely do not give up this year. It's all about being consistent and showing up no matter what. And another tip to making 2025 the best year yet for you is to stop playing safe and get uncomfortable. If you are doing the same habits that are keeping you where you are now, and you're bringing it into the new year, you are not going to have a new year. You are going to have the same year. Like, you won't see the progress. You have to be uncomfortable to grow. You have to be uncomfortable to get opportunities and different results. So I advise you to stop aligning yourself with the old habits that don't work for you. Create new habits. practice being the person that you want to be. And while we're talking about that, who is the person that you want to be? Do you want to be the same person that you always been, who hasn't got done, who hasn't been disciplined, who hasn't got things done, who has been sitting on the sidelines? No. You want to be the person who take action. You want to be the person that speaks up. You want to be the person that is going to serve her community. You want to be the person that's going to be making a difference in this world and actually build up an income. Girl, where's your bag at? Get in your bag this year, stand up, and make sure that you get uncomfortable and be okay with being uncomfortable. And just don't fight it, do it, and just know that you're going to get everything that you want. It doesn't matter how long it takes. You see that vision for yourself, and can't nobody tell you nothing. Before I end off this episode, I just want to give you guys some productivity tips. The first productivity tip that I have for you guys while you guys are making 2025 your best year yet is to make sure when you get up, listen to something that's going to align you with the vision and the goal. That means that if instead of like using your phone just to scroll through the feed or anything like that, because girl, you know, sometimes the blogs be and the shade room can be addicting. I don't follow the shade room, but it could be very addicting when there's a lot of gossip and drama and things like that. You want to tune into the celebrities. Let's try not to do that this year. Let's try to focus on how we could put more money in our pockets. So if you want to go ahead and watch 1 or 2 motivational videos in the morning, or you want to read 10 pages of a book that's going to help align you, that is one way to get your mindset on track so that way you can go ahead and carry out your goals for the day. Another productivity tip that I want to give you guys is to definitely schedule out and time block. Scheduling, I like to schedule with my Google Calendar because Google Calendar is just, you can customize it and make it really cute. I know that's like a sidebar, but it really is. Like, I really like my Google Calendar. I like how I can just have everything on my phone and my laptop. I like how I can get notifications. So definitely make sure that your time block. They do have like timers, like your phone, you definitely have timers. You can definitely download apps to keep your habits in track. Schedule out your day in advance so that way you know what you're going to be doing on the day of. You never want to go into the day not knowing what you're supposed to do. If you have like something to do for your business, you want to know what you need to do for that business today so that way you can go on to the next stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? So definitely make sure that you're on top of it with scheduling out. And you can create your own system if you want to schedule out for the month or for just for that week. Whatever works for you, make sure that you are scheduling out your day. Another productivity tip is just to make sure you properly prepare. Make sure you properly prepare, and that's in all areas. Sometimes it could just be as simple as eating. Like if you know that you have things to do, meal prep the night before, so that way you don't have to worry about spending time cooking when you can be working or something else. Another way to properly prepare is just make sure that you have all your ideas for whatever your business or whatever task that you have to do, whatever you can do in advance to make things easier when you have to do the task, do that. Properly preparing helps with making sure you don't get overwhelmed, and that way you don't get stressed out in what you have to do. So make sure that you show up in advance for your future self. Just be mindful that when it comes to starting something new, like a new business, or comes to whatever dream that you have this year, it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to be maybe hard at first because you're trying to figure it out, but don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your aspirations because it's too hard. Take things in pieces. And then make sure that you nurture yourself and take breaks, because sometimes when we work, sometimes we get overwhelmed by our work. You can find a healthy way for you to de-stress yourself, like exercising. I don't know if there's people that likes to sim. I like to sim. Sim is very... it's a healthy way for me to de-stress myself. Another way is if you just want to just get outside and just like take in nature, definitely do that as well. So I hope that helps you. Definitely make 2025 your year, okay? And snatch it, okay? And when I mean snatch it, I don't mean like, being aggressive out here. But I mean, be aggressive in getting your goals, but you can be cute with it too. I be talking for a long time. Don't I be talking for a long time? But I hope y'all like it though. I hope y'all like it. All right, ladies. So that wraps up today's episode. It was a joy to speak with you guys. And I hope I motivated you to make this year unforgettable for you. Go for it hard. Go for it strong. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Love ya. Bye.